up, Gemini? How's it going? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have all the gems out there with me today. We are going to do your October love spread here. October is the rough timeline. Do keep in mind these are general messages. So as always, only take away messages that you feel are for your best and highest good, Gemini. You will know intuitively what those are. Anything that doesn't seem to fit your story or circumstance, you can release it. You don't need to take on that energy. You can drop it like it's hot. Card of Libra and Libra season. I like seeing that. Okay. In your pre-shuffle, you had two knights. You had the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Air, which is actually you. So maybe that's you meeting your I don't know, your counterpart that's a water sign, potentially. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Could also represent two offers coming your way, an air sign or a water sign. Anyway, everything you want to know about this video will be in the description box below, including the decks I'm using today, as well as my social media. Check me out on the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Other than that, yeah, I think we're going to hop in for my Gemini friends. Happy October, happy early Halloween. What else? Happy Libra season. I hope all you fellow air signs are doing good out there. Cross watchers are welcome. Let's hop in for my Geminis in love. If you don't have a person, this could represent someone coming in. It could also represent someone from your past. All right, Gemini, you're presenting as the Two of Swords. So a decision that is weighing heavily on you. It's a card of Libra as well. Ooh, and the Ten of Swords. All right, so something that's been weighing on you for quite some time. Something that may have, and I said the exact same thing to Aquarius. No, it was Libra. I said the exact same thing to them. It's something with the Ten of Swords. It's been weighing on you heavily for quite some time now. And with the Ten of Swords, it's like, at one point there was something exciting there, but it's so past its expiration date of needing to be released. It's like you're torturing yourself. You're living in the memory, right, with sword energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're living in the memory of what used to be, but in an unhealthy way. And no shade, Gemini, you know I love you. But it's like when the Ten of Swords shows up, it's like, cut your losses. It's like, unfortunately, it's like it's not a win-win. It's like a lose-lose. Like there were no victorious counterparts in the situation. It was kind of just like, yeah, it didn't end the way you had anticipated or maybe desired, so why are you still holding up these heavy swords of thought? Why are you still... Something here about trying to make it right for everybody. Why are you being blind to the truth or the reality of the situation? And I'm sorry, Gemini, I know it sounds like I'm being like super mean to you right now. I don't mean to be that way. Let's throw a clarifier on this. What else do we need to know? This can sometimes be the card, though, that like your defenses are up, you're refusing the truth, you're guarded of the truth, right? Or not wanting to communicate with someone. The idea of maybe you want to cut something off, maybe you've been with someone for quite some time and you're wanting to, it's like you know it's time to release it, but you're afraid to, I don't know if you're afraid, but you're defensive to the idea about speaking your truth, communicating that. Your hands are tied, literally, right? Something about a third party here, too. That's not going to be for everybody, but the High Priestess, yeah, when the High Priestess comes up, it's like you already know. You already know what's up, Gemini. This is about listening to your intuition, that inner guidance system, your emotions, right? It's a card of Cancer, sometimes of Pisces, so may have been involved with a water sign, but yeah, more than anything, this is like you need to make it right for yourself. There's something about you can't control well, we know with the Ten of Swords, it's like you can't control the outcome. It is what it is. It's time to face that hard truth. And I think it is a hard truth. I think there is something painful here that it's either you're trying to hold it together and avoid the pain, or I don't know what else it would be. Or it's too painful for you to release. Yeah, it's like one or the other. All right. So Gemini, you got some tricky energy in potentially the beginning to middle of October here. I like this High Priestess card, though. I think she's a little badass. I think it's a very cool card. So some of you may be Gemini, Cancer, Cuspers. That's possible. Whatever your gut instinct is telling you, that's how you need to proceed. Both of these actually are cards of listening to your intuition. With that moon there, she's blindfolded, so the answers are not going to come from her externally, what's around. It's an internal decision that needs to be made. So yeah, if you're communicating about this situation or about this person with your best friend, with your mom, with your dad, with your cousin, whatever, ultimately the decision is actually going to come from your heart, from your emotions. So I wouldn't confuse the situation anymore by adding more parties that don't need to be involved. Yeah, some of you may have found out that like your person was playing around a little bit and that really hurt you because it's like you were holding out for them, but then you sort of discovered that they may have a side piece or they may, or even if they don't have a side piece, they may be looking. And yeah, there's a lot of like heartbreak and tragedy there. But it's like it's almost like you're mentally torturing yourself, of course, subconsciously, right? Not on purpose. It's like you're mentally torturing yourself by not severing ties. By maybe having on to like a false hope that this person will leave their ex and come back to you. Like it's that type of energy. I'm not saying that's for everybody, but there's a false hope here. There is something like the inevitable truth you're not wanting to see it, Gemini. All right, let's move on. I feel like I've bullied you enough. I don't mean to do that, Gemini, but anyway, your person is coming off as justice. All right. So potentially contracts, if this is it could potentially be something about a work situation that's been eating away at you. Sometimes the card of marriage though, right? Contracts could also be a card of divorce for anybody who resonates with that. It's a card of Libra. So anybody who might be involved with a Libra. Balancing of the scales, he or she holds the sword of truth, the idea of severing something off. I don't know if this is the person you're currently with, or maybe it's someone else coming in. I don't know. I do want to say it's the person you're with or thinking about, just because of like the balancing, the double Libra energy, the air. The Seven of Pentacles, yeah, assessment. Making a fair decision. It's judgments, it's decision, right? He is the judge. He holds the scales of truth, right? How much longer can this go on? And maybe that's them and their side piece. Maybe that's them and you. It seems like they're trying to balance the situation out, but balancing it out may involve like a final judgment once and for all. Like to cut something or someone out. How does this person feel about Gemini? How does this person... The Magician, all right. And I mean, you are in this card, Gemini. It's Gemini and Virgo energy with the Magician. They see you as tricky. They see you actually, what's interesting, they see you as potentially having the higher ground and being able to manipulate the situation. I actually think they're a little bit fearful of you. It's almost like you have a lot of tricks up your sleeve and they're not certain how, I think they're refraining from communicating with you or telling the truth, because they're afraid you're going to pop off, or they're afraid you are going to... It's not like witchy energy of like cast a spell. That's not really what I'm getting at. But yeah, they know that there's a lot of power, or there's something about you that is quite intimidating. So they're wanting to back off, but it's like this person doesn't know how to proceed with you. This person feels very flip-floppy to me. Unstable. It's sort of the opposite of balancing the scales out. I think ideally that's what this person wants to do. They want like a leveling out, so the situation is like at peace. But I am kind of getting player energy. And again, this isn't going to be for everybody, but if it resonates, they're keeping you hanging, aren't they? They don't want to say the wrong thing and like poke the bear, you being the bear, Gemini. Like if I say the wrong thing, they're going to cut me out once and for all. But if I kind of keep my distance and like, you know, shoot them a text once in a while with like a compliment here and there, maybe they won't get mad if I'm doing like a little bit of like stuff on the side or like I don't know. You're the class act in this situation, Gemini, I will say. This is what I'm getting. Your person is in the middle. You might be dealing with a Libra. It doesn't have to be. This is like their side shit going on, the assessment mode of, well, I like this person and like the sex is good, but I kind of like Gemini more because, you know, they have a better job. They're more well put together. They're a little bit more classy. This is kind of like my trashy side piece or whatever it is, right? There's an intimidation factor here, Gemini. You are presenting as like the man in the tuxedo, if you will. Male or female. The Magician. You have a lot of power. Some of you are trying to manifest a better relationship, but it's like you're blocking your blessings because you're still kind of caught up on this person who, their energy isn't great. I got to be honest with you, Gemini. Their energy is not great. I do sort of think they hold you in high regard, though. So it's interesting to me that they're treating you like a, I don't know, like maybe, like extremely indecisive. I'm going to be honest, it's a low vibing Libra. If it's a Libra, Libras are all about like balance and order and truthful, harmonious decision making. This person cannot make a decision, is what I'm getting. They're constantly back and forth. I don't know if the third party thing is resonating for anyone, that maybe with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be, though. Interesting. All right, so what's between you guys? Isn't that interesting? Three of Cups. Sometimes a card of celebrations and harmony, unity, socialization. Also a card of third party energy. I gotta say it. So let's clarify it before we jump to any conclusions here. What is this Three of Cups about for Gemini, between them and their potential person? This could also mean going out and dating, in terms of like other people, seeing other people. It might be, let's see, Queen of Swords. Yeah, okay. Another card of Libra. You have 3 cards of Libra. I think for a lot of you, this is saying keep your options open, because clearly this person is too. So again, I'm not here to advocate for anything that isn't what's in the cards reading here. So I mean, you do you, Gemini, you know your story. To me, what the cards are interpreting here is keep your options open. It's like, I see you like across the way, you know, potentially sending me a message, trying to communicate with me. But I also see that like you have a lot of people in your life right now, so I'm just going to sit here with my book and do me. But it's not just that. It's not saying, oh, you know, I'm going to be in hermit mode and I'm not going to go out because I'm waiting for this person. Absolutely not. You're going to go out and paint the town red. It's like anytime what is the word? A trigger. Anytime something triggers your emotions with this person with cups, it's like understanding and acknowledging why that emotion is coming up. It's because this person is keeping you on a back burner. They're very flip-floppy. They're not sure how you feel. You know exactly how you feel about yourself, Libra, and like you're not going to be someone's side piece. Most of you. That's what I'm getting here. It's like the Queen of Swords sees everything. She's extremely smart. She's book smart, sure, but she's street smart too, right? And she knows how to cut people out of her life if needed. But I like that she's being balanced with this card of joyous celebration. So like, hey, maybe this isn't your person. Maybe you're going to go out and meet new people at some sort of social gathering. This is all about like having fun. And again, going out, being social, sharing your joy, your love, your charm. I almost called you Libra, Gemini, with everyone else around you. If you're not currently with a Libra, maybe you have a Libra coming in, potentially. But yeah, if for those who are resonating with those who are resonating with this in regards to your current person or your current ex, the energy is tricky. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It's maybe not impossible, but if there's side pieces going on, even in this card, do you see it over here? It's like someone is like sleeping around in the background with someone else. So it's tricky at best, and that's why this decision is so tricky. I mean, again, 2 cards of Libra for you and your person. The idea of what is the balance, what is the harmony here. Your person has their eye open, though. Their sort of truth is pointed up. I don't know how to say this and not come off like a jerk, but it's like you're not accepting the truth. You're not seeing what's in front of you, Gemini. So just, again, word to the wise, right? Forewarned is forearmed, so proceed with caution. Let's get your advice or guidance. I think what's between you guys is you both have options. You can both go out and have fun with like the crowd, with a lot of people. Don't limit yourself to the one, and be smart about this. With the Queen of Swords, it's all about thought, knowledge, intellect. See what's in front of you. Understand the situation. It's like read the facts from the book before you proceed. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not so much a decision that's based on the passion you feel for this person. If there even is passion, I have to say there's no cups here aside from this card, which talks about multiple people, groups, situations. there's a need to understand what is really going on here. And so maybe all this sword energy, because it's full of sword energy, is coming up because somebody needs to have a conversation. Somebody needs to stand up for themselves, speak their truth of where they're at. Because yeah, it's like the avoidance, it's just weighing more and more heavy on you. The Ten of Swords, again, I was saying cut your losses. It's not a great card in terms of like, oh, this ended in a great way. Like, no, this is probably going to end in a way that isn't fantastic, that kind of bothers you. But it's what you do with it. It's how you move on. It's like putting yourself back out there, right? Being open to new people and new possibilities. All right, what is your advice or guidance, Gemini? The Nine of Cups. The wish fulfillment card, Gemini. Is this person your wish? Is this person your end-all, be-all? I'm just asking, right? That's up to you to decide. You have the High Priestess. You should listen to what your intuition tells you. Here's the thing, though, about listening to your intuition. Your intuition is your guidance system, right? Is your emotional internal guidance system. Your intuition will never keep you in a place in your life in which you are stuck, in which you are not developing or not growing as a person. That is not universe's goal. The universe wants you to grow. It wants you to thrive. It wants you to meet lots of new people, to experience lots of new opportunities, to live your best life, right? So it's a very, and again, please, Gemini, don't take shade to this. I got lots of gem in my chart too. It is an easy fallback to say, but I do think this is my person because my intuition tells me. Okay, if that's the case, your intuition, it's okay, you feel like this is your person, maybe that's true. Your intuition would not keep you in a place where you were feeling heavily weighted with this decision. It's not to say that difficult situations aren't going to come in and out of your life, but again, they are meant to progress you forward. So if this decision has been lasting 10 months, 10 years, 10 weeks, something about that is a red flag to me that you may be blocking your intuition. You may not actually be like vibing high, because I think this person has done a lot of damage to you, Gemini. Like, I'm not saying that they're in the clear, but yeah, this is about bringing yourself back to the light, back to the focus, to invest in people and situations that bring you joy, right? That contribute to your own spiritual knowledge and spiritual path, right? Your advice or guidance is, what is your wish fulfillment? Maybe you haven't been checking in with yourself recently enough to understand what it is that you really want, right? And you know, take it as it resonates. But this is asking you, it's not really guidance right now, it's asking you, what is your wish, Gemini? What does your fairy tale ending look like? When you look back at your life and you look back at all the people you exchanged cups with, all the jobs you worked at, all the this, all the that, is there pride? Is there glory? Is there confidence? Is there a sense of, yeah, I kicked ass, I'm glad I did this? I want to be careful how I phrase this. There's something about not looking back with regret. And sometimes that's easier said than done, right? But it's almost like if you're looking back and you're having unsettled feelings or indecision, regrets about something, I think this is saying you need to make it right so that you can move on and make peace with the situation, so that you can look back at that cup, that relationship, that period of time, and still put it on your wall like as a trophy of something you went through. Maybe it was a difficult emotional battle, a struggle of the emotions that, hey, you conquered it. You accomplished something great. This person kind of kept you as a side piece and you didn't like it, but you were able to overcome. You were able to listen to your intuition and make an honest decision about where you were at and communicate whatever you needed to with that person. Whether it's, I love you and I want to try this, or, hey, I'm done with this, I'm throwing in the towel. Again, up to you. I'm not here to tell you how to do your thing, Gem, but make room for the good times. I think that's what's coming through here. Let's throw a clarifier on this Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups for Gemini. What is this Nine of Cups? Anything else? Two. Oh, shit. All right, well, there's the Tower. Again, the idea of being stuck, indecision. Both of you, if this is resonating, indecision, if you don't make a decision sooner or later, it's like universe is coming in to help you make that very difficult decision. And the Tower is an uncomfortable energy, guys. Like, you know, I'm going to call a spade a spade. It's for the best, right? It's going to help you release yourself essentially from that devil energy, right? And after this will be the star. There will be hope. There will be light. There will be healing. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of an explosion. It's gonna be kind of ugly if you don't align with your higher self and decide what it is that you truly want. And then you also have the Knight of Cups coming in. So this came up in your pre-shuffle. Card of Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Moving towards something with love. With your own cup runneth over. Knights bring change and movement into our life. So again, whether you want to stay with this person or leave them, movement and change is what's going to be like a key factor in helping the situation move along. Knights are on horses, in this case, angel wings, right? Forward movement, fly high. Something about getting a greater perspective, like the bird's eye view of the situation. Yeah, there needs to be something about clarity of thought here, seeing with the truth. The Queen of Swords does not have a blindfold on. She sees things as they really are, at face value. You may have a water sign coming in. If you do end up severing ways with this ex or this person or this third party, something, because it's being presented as like an angel, something being gifted to you from the divine, from the heavens. This, I'm going to be honest with you, this tower might be inevitable. Whether it's happening to you or your person or the both of you, something is crashing and burning. And again, you can take that in the literal sense, but it's more metaphor. This relationship, if the tower's coming in to rescue the relationship, essentially, right, with this angel, there's something about this relationship that was not steady. It was not being built on solid ground. So with that, there is always the chance to rebuild. It's up to you who you want to rebuild with, Gemini. And again, with this card, it's asking, who do you want on your team? Who is part of your soul tribe? Who are the tried and true people whose hearts and emotions are in the right place, backing you, right? They're behind you. Who is your soul family? Who is your soul tribe? You got to figure that out if you haven't already. And I think most of you are kind of on the cusp of making a decision on who you want in your life. All right. All right, Gemini, that's what I got for you. This was a bit of a heavy reading. Let me know in the comments below if it resonated for you. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys very soon for more tarot readings. Bye.